Hello friends, welcome back to New Toy Tuesday, where I show you a new toy on Tuesday. This week we have a stamp set from Tim Holtz and Stampers Anonymous. This is not a new stamp set, but my Joann's pulled them all and has them clearance for $7.97. I bought a few sets and there were ones I hadn't bought yet. So I love these little sets. You know, they're stamps with a stencil, and they're Tim's lovely tag size stencils. So if you want to do tags, it makes life super easy. Let me throw that out of the way. We've got a lovely stencil with swirly things. And I have a couple of stencils that are similar to this type of background. I just love it. And then these stamps, listen, I have butterflies coming out of my ears. I do not need another butterfly stamp, but I love this. Because when you stop and look around, this life is pretty amazing. I think that is wonderful. I have a few sheets, 2 sheets of paper cut ready to make an inky background. Got my stamp press out, and I think we're just gonna go for it. I have a few distress ink colors here. These are regular distress, not oxides. Fossilized amber, salvage patina, and vintage photo. And then I've got ground espresso and black soot archival inks to stamp with. And first thing I want to do is I'm going to take this fossilized amber, if I can get it open, and I want to work through this swirly part. And instead of a foam, I'm going to use a blending brush. I'm going to ink it up real good. Here comes Lucky. Hi, Lucky. I want it to be good and fossilized amber-y. And then I'm going to move the stencil. Look at that, isn't that pretty? Just move it over. And it's probably not going to line up exactly, but I'm okay with that because this is just a background. There we go. Just get a little over on this side. And then we're going to move it down, or yeah, down. I know my directions. Put the tape back there. This paper I'm working on is Astro Brights smooth cardstock, 110 pound, but I will tell you, I bought it because I was out of Neenah and I needed to make some, well, you know, wanted to make some card bases. Well, there's a reason this stuff is $10 at Walmart or Target versus the, you know, the price of the Neenah. It says it's 110 pound, but it sure is not Neenah 110 pounds. So, I do like the feel of it though. So I thought, well, it says it's smooth. Let's try it for ink blending and stuff. And I like it. So I gave some to my little 10-year-old friend who likes to color with colored pencils. And then I cut some up into card front panels. And then we'll do a little over here. Voila. Voila. Isn't that pretty? Now, I want to take what's left on here, and I'm just going to go over it. I might need a little more, though. Soften the background a little. Here comes Lucky. Isn't that pretty? Okay, I'm going to pull together a piece of paper over. We're going to do something similar, but I have an idea in my head. So what I want to do is, oh, hey boys. Dogs are under my table. Is this bottom one, I'm going to ink it with Vintage Photo. And then I'm going to spritz it with a little water, soften it up, and then do the swirl with a little Salvage Patina and a little fossilized amber together and see what that gives us. So let's get our Vintage Photo, which is my favorite brown in all of the land. There's that part. Oh yes, I like it. And we'll move over. And we'll line up as much as we can. That's pretty good. Oops, wrong color. Isn't that pretty? Let me go get the water. I'm gonna water this a little bit and let the Distress ink do its thing with the water. Look at that. I'm gonna take this over and dry it. I'm just going to ink over this a little bit with the fossilized amber. Just take some of the white out. This actually could use the blending tool for it. Might go a little faster. Oh yeah. That's better. Okay, I'm gonna water it again and dry it again. Let that do its thing for a second. And we'll blot. We're all dry. And now we're going to ink up some swirls with the Salvage Patina. Then we're going to dump some embossing glaze on it and see how much of it sticks. And I'll use this little brush. And here we go. I love Salvage Patina. Ugh. Oh, that's cool. Okay, let's put this over it. I'm just gonna, not worrying about it lining up, just picking a pleasing spot. It's got a lot going on, but it's cool. A piece of scrap paper. And we will dump some of this powder on. Ugh, I must have dropped it. And see what sticks. I'm not sure how much is going to stick, but I wasn't going for a super fabulous even coat, so I was okay with just inking up the whole thing and seeing what happens. But looks like a fair amount has stuck, so let's go heat it up. Okay, so what we ended up with was some shiny spots and some that are not. And it's really pretty. I know it's hard to see in the camera, but it's a really cool background. So I want to stamp on this a little bit. And I want to use, let's see, these numbers, I think. Get this open. Stamp came off. Back on there. And we'll use the alphabet. I'm going to do a little background. I'll put the numbers here. Move them up a little bit because I am going to trim this panel down. Then this here. Pick up our steps. And I'm actually going to stamp them in Salvage Patina first. And I might have to do it a couple of times since these are brand new and I didn't rub them or anything. Press. And you should barely see this back here. It's just going to be, yeah, see, just a little more, little something, something. I just want a little more noise in the background before I go in with the darker colors. Okay, now I'm going to move this a little. Swap that one up a little higher, pick them up, and let's use ground espresso. I think I need to get re-inkers for these archivals. I've been using them a lot and they're little pads, so I feel like I've gone through the ink pretty quickly. I did finally order a stamping tool, rubbing tool. I guess that's not what you call it. Pressure tool from an Etsy maker. So that will be here probably for the next New Toy Tuesday. Or maybe in 2 New Toy Tuesdays from now. Because you know they're making it. So all right, and then let's do black soot. Just the alphabet one, I think. And we'll put it right about here. Yes. ink it up. Yeah. See, just a whole bunch of background noise. And then we're going to pull the next one over, the other one. This is brown. Okay. Little vintage photo. Kind of grunge it up a little. Then a little salvage patina in there too, because aqua makes my heart happy. And how about down here? This one's going to get trimmed down a little bit too. So. That's cool. That was a good call. Our little magnets. And then let's do the alphabet up the side again. These are going to end up being pretty similar, I think, but that's okay because I like the way that's going. So, pick up our stampy stamp. I think we will salvage patina again. Oh, yeah. Let's do that one more time. Oh, that's lovely. I'm not inking that very well right there. Yes. Oh. And then let's do the alphabet again with the ground espresso. Or no, maybe we'll just do vintage photo. Where do we want it? About right about there. Yeah, with vintage photo. Let's not go too crazy. Who am I kidding? Let's go crazy. Vintage photo. Oh, yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to ink up around that a little more. All right. That is pretty cool. Let's do a little work on a tag. We're going to end up with 2 cards and a tag today. How's that happening? I don't know. Just that excited. Okay. Then we'll, just use this one. And we shall use fossilized ember. A little bit of this one. Just whatever's left on these brushes. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now, oh, I need my splat box. All right, we have Distress Mica Stain from last year's Christmas release, Frosted Juniper. We're going to do a little bit through the stencil. I put the wrong side of the tag up. Oh my goodness. All right, ready? Let's see what happens. And I'm just going to turn it this way. Let it splatter. Oh, yeah. Oh, I need a piece of paper because I don't want to waste that ink that's on that stencil. I'm just going to put it on there. Dude. That's a good start to a background, isn't it? Okay. I think that's probably all I'm going to get. Okay. We will save that for another day. And I think I want to do a little more. Right about there. Yes. Look at that. Okay, let's get that dry. Use up as much of that ink as I can. That is lovely. Oh. Oh, okay. So far, we have 3 very nice backgrounds. And the starts of 2 more. Okay, let's get to the fun part and turn these into cards. I think we will start with this one. We're going to use a craft card base. We're going to do a black matte. And we're going to stamp our butterfly in black. We're going to cut our black out of this. Cut our patterned piece out of this one. I'll be back. Oh, look how nice that's going to look. Okay. And we're going to stamp this lovely butterfly in black soot and then just ink it up a little bit. Nice and fancy. And then we'll fussy cut him. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. And yes, I do plan to use it again. Now we're just going to add a little ink with a little brush. Fossilized amber. There we go, just a little. And then we'll do a little vintage photo in there too. I'd like to get some more of these teeny brushes because they're handy. I used a lot more than I thought I would when I bought it. Okay, now we're going to fussy cut this out. And I have a cheat trick because I do not fussy cut little things like this. So often what I do is I will stamp whatever the thing is that I cut out onto where it's going to go once I've decided where it's going to go. So I will probably do that. I have to take my glasses off so I can see. Look at this. We have this lovely cutout butterfly. We're going to start assembling our card. I'm not going to use any foam tape or anything because I'm going to put a chunky flower on. And I don't want it to be too hard to send through the mail. I'm putting a lot of adhesive on this because this paper is mildly warped from all of the water and heat that I threw at it. And then we'll just put it on here. Nice large border. Make sure my card's facing the way I want it. I'll add this to it. And look at this flower. This is an old stash flower. Probably a Prima. It's just so cool. It's got like some twine for the center. Now, placement. Maybe I should pull out a couple of little ones too to go with it. Let's see what we have here. Ooh, that one would work. Okay, there we go. Pull out some flowers. And we'll use a little bear glue to put them on. Make sure this is pointing the right way since it's got words on it. I hear Lucky coming back. There's that one. I was going to double this one up down here. And then this kid, I'm gonna pop his wings up just a little. But I'm not going to stamp him on here. I'm just going to get a black pen and draw his antenna on the card. Right about there. Need some gems for the middle of the flowers. Dewdrops to the rescue. Now this card, when I mail it, I will put a piece of cardstock in front of it so that it survives the U.S. Postal Service. Because you know, sometimes it's a little iffy. And I think I might add a couple of these around. Let's see, one there. Listen, behave yourself. Behave. Put one up here. And then we'll put one in the center of this flower. And I think I need another one down here. All right, let's set this aside to dry. We'll put the next one together and then come back and put his little antennas on. For this next one, I thought, see if there's any of this Bo Bunny paper that would go well with this. And I think it probably will because the colors are nice. That would be nice. Florals, no. Not that one either. Ooh. No, don't do it. I really like that. This one. This one's the winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Okay, so let's cut these down. There's our waffle flower. My magnet's sticking them all. Ah! Stop that magnet. It's a pretty good magnet. Okay, so let's do probably the same two as the last time. Yep. Okay, now that is pretty, isn't it? Oh. Yes. We'll just layer that up. Put our pretty background that we made on. Actually, though, I think what I'm going to do a little funkiness here. A little offset. Oh, that one's huge. A little one. Let's see. I don't think I want any funky colored ones. I think we'll use these. This one back, this one back, this one back. Dig into your stash. And then glue, words are hard. Sometimes. Man, some of these flowers are so, I've had them for 100 years. They're very, very old. But I love them. You keep them in the stash. Use them up. I love this butterfly. And I did not need any more butterflies. I have butterflies coming out my ears, but he's so pretty. Okay, black soot. Here we go. This up exactly the same way as we did the last one. Just gotta find my colors here. Just use a little brush, a little brushy brush. Isn't that pretty? Oh, okay, let's cut it out. Here we go, butterfly number 2, cut out in lovely. We're gonna do him the same way. We're gonna bend his wings up a little bit. Just put him in the center there. This way. There we go. And then we need our flower centers. Dewdrops to the rescue. Now I managed to flip that over, but I did. Nope. Stay, puppy. And then we'll do a few here and there. Oh, they're not staying put though. And we'll put this larger one here. And let's not have given that enough glue because it keeps wanting to move on me. And we'll do, let's see, that's 4 or 8, so we need one more. You gotta have an odd number. And then we'll do a couple, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Need some more dark ones. A little shake. Trying to get them to turn over the right way. There we go. There's one. And a large one. Do a large one. Darker one. Okay. For no naked insides, we're going to use the scraps and put a strip inside the card. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Hi, Lucky. One for that one. Paper. It's the smaller one. It's a little easier for me to see what I'm doing. So when I write in this one, I'll have to use a white or gold pen, but that's okay. There we go. There's one. Here's two. Black pen, we'll put our antennas back on. Okay, now we just have our tag to finish. And I think I want to give it a little more ink. And then we'll do a little vintage photo. Around the edges. Warm that up a lot. And let's add a little bit of salvage patina. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, so this one, I want to use that sentiment, and I want to stamp it right on the tag. Ah, okay. That works. That is good. And then we're going to stamp a butterfly once again. Butterfly, butterfly. Ink it up. Ah, perfect. That is lovely. Okay, I'll do this exactly the same way. Just ink it up a little bit. And then cut it out. You know, sometimes just a little color is all we need, right? We don't always have to be all shading this and marker that and all that stuff. We don't have to do that. I think we've been made to feel like we have to do that. There's so much competition out there for your time, your dollars. But you know what? We don't really have to do all that stuff. And I like toys as much as the next girl, but you know, you have these things. It's okay to just use what you have and not feel like you have to buy every release that comes out, every this that comes out, every that comes out. It's okay. Okay, I'm gonna cut this sweetie pie out. Okay, so here we have another lovely cut butterfly. And let's choose some flowers for this tag. Probably use that. I've been dying to use this one, but it's just not going, is it? All right, I think that's a good amount there. Now, alternatively, you could always die cut flowers, but I have a giant stack of flowers from, like I said, they're all pretty old, so I've been trying to use them up. So I might as well just use those. Okay, let's put a little ink on this flower, a piece of paper. A little ink on there. We'll do a little ink on this one. A little fossilized amber on it. And then I'll do some salvage patina on this one. And I'm just going to use the dewdrops for the centers again. Salvage patina and vintage photo on this one. There we go. They match the coloring a little better. And then we'll just start gluing them down. Like I said, I just want them to scroll along the bottom. And I think I'm gonna let them hang off a little bit, because this isn't going on a card or anything. I have some tags hanging on the wall here in my art room, and I'm going to add this to that little collection. So we're just gonna let them hang off the bottom. brush it. And then this one go on top. Fold the wings up. A little bit of glue. Might need to lower that a little bit. I'm blocking my words. Here we go. I have this teeny one. Just put it here. Then we need some dewdrops. Oh, they're stuck. Need a center there. It's upside down. There we go. And I think I want a bigger one for this flower right here. Ah, here we go. And then we'll do a dark one in this flower right here. Draw him his antenna back on. I hope you enjoyed these cards. Remember, be excellent to each other and go make something. Bye-bye.